All right, Robert, thank you so much. Well, the American Heart Association is so important, especially here in Jacksonville. They are teaming up to tackle youth vaping. Joining me here today is Caitlin Brunell. She is of course, the most wonderful person in the world, and
so
she
nice.
is the executive director at the American Heart Association. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. This is so serious. When we talk about vaping, we see that this was a trend for quite some time. Tell me why you all are holding this event and why it's so important.
Absolutely. So specifically in 2022, nearly 800,000 students tried vaping for the first time. That's astounding. Yeah. And we understand that vaping has some harmful effects. Of course, e-cigarettes include nicotine, which is harmful for learning and mental health. And so in collaboration with Tobacco Free Jacksonville, we are hosting our first ever Youth Tobacco and Vaping Symposium at Florida Blue. This day is made possible because of Florida Blue, so we are grateful for their support. But it is free, open to the public. Lunch will be provided, but it's going to be a full day. We have a lunch panel discussion, breakout sessions, and we hope that students, staff administrators, parents, local community partners, and healthcare providers will come and really engage in a robust day in conversation around the harmful effects in engaging in tobacco and vaping, and what organizations like the American Heart Association and Tobacco Free Jacksonville can do in providing support and cessation resources.
When you see people get a chance to gather together to talk about something that's so serious, parents talk to their kids and tell their kids, you know, this is just not something good that you should do. How is it that you get the attention of the youth to pay attention to something that's so important?
Well, there's strength in numbers, right? I think, you know, vaping is very much an emerging trend, and I think there's still much to learn and much to be discussed about the harmful effects on our bodies and especially our hearts, but it's important that we prioritize heart health. It remains to be the #1 killer. It kills more women than all forms of cancer combined, and so it's important that we're starting to have these types of conversations with younger generations and being mindful of substances that you're putting in your body that could have very long-term serious effects.
And this can happen to anyone, even if you don't vape. You all talk about at the American Heart Association the importance of heart health, period. So when we talk about athletes, we can talk about the everyday parent. Anything can happen at any given time. So taking your health serious is important.
Yes, the American Heart Association is celebrating 100 years this year, and so we remain committed to the education and prevention of heart disease and stroke through initiatives around women's health, nutrition security, tobacco and vaping cessation, and CPR. So we are really thrilled. May is a busy month for us, so the Tobacco and Vaping Symposium is on May 4th, but we have our Go Red for Women Luncheon on May 17th. Both of the events, you can find more information at heart.org/Florida. But the Go Red for Women initiative, we are celebrating 20 years of impact specifically around women's heart health. And the theme of the day is actually I can. Actually, I can know my numbers. Actually, I can prioritize my health, put myself on the to-do list. Actually, I can choose some healthier options. And so we welcome the community to join us as we gather together to promote and encourage others to prioritize their heart health.
Caitlin, you've been doing this for quite some time. What gets you still so excited about this information and getting this out to the public?
Well, my why continues to evolve as I hear stories, but this is very personal to me. My father had unexpected open heart surgery a year and a half ago, and so I wake up every morning feeling very honored to further this mission. And like so many others, you know, whether it be a parent or a loved one, a friend, a work colleague, heart disease impacts all of us. And so it's important that we continue to prioritize our health and to take the necessary steps to protect the ones that we love.
All right. Well, I love this event so much that I will be joining you all there
Yes,
too.
we're honored to have you. Yes, you will be our MC. So please come out and support Jasmine and the American Heart Association.
All right. Again, if anyone's interested, all the information, of course, is posted right there on your screen. Tickets are still available, right?
They are, yes. So please go to heart.org/Florida for tickets for the Tobacco and Vaping Symposium. Registration does close May 2nd at 5 p.m., but tickets are also still available for the Go Red for Women Health Summit and Luncheon as well.
All right, Caitlin, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Folks at home, again, this is so important to do, and make sure you take your heart health serious and bring a friend too as well.
Yes, please. The more the merrier.